This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Drunk driving is what I like to do. I like drunk driving with you.
Oh, boy. Marshfield, police are recommending a man be charged with his fourth drunken driving offense after they say he confused their department with a hotel building. Whoopsie. On Thursday, about 2:30 in the a.m., police saw a small SUV parked crooked in a stall designated for police vehicles. We're off to a great start. When police went to investigate, the vehicle was still running, and the man was slumped over the wheel. Dude. The officer knocked on the window and woke the dude up. He struggled to roll down the window.
So, strike one.
We're at like strike three
two,
already.
Strike two. Slumped, inoperable windshield maneuver.
Parked crooked in a police vehicle spot. Yeah, you're
Can't
doing
wait
good.
till we get to the stand on one leg thing. This ought to go well.
Incident report said empty beer cans were all over the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was more than 3 times over the legal limit for driving, brought to the Wood County Jail on suspicion of fourth offense OWI. I thought this was a hotel, man.
No, seriously. He said he thought it was a hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you can go park in the Walmart. You can camp out there. That's more. They're less likely to check on you and assume you're just a drunk ass.
Yeah.
If you pull in and, kind of.
I don't think he was thinking at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the other problem.
Yeah.
Bad. So he thought the police station was a. Do you think he really did, or do you think he just said that as an excuse? Like, hey, I went to a hotel. I was being responsible.
Well, how far over the limit was he? 4 times?
Yeah, and then
I doubt you could even understand what he was saying.
And then he couldn't get. Yeah. He might have been confessing. That he drank everything in the bar. But
2:30 in the a.m.
Yeah.
My God, bro. Oof. Come on. Okay. Now, y'alls know. A lot of times when you're on paper and went through the drug class, all that, you got to go in and pee occasionally for your PO, person. Well, 42-year-old woman in Florida named Jessica Beatty was caught trying to defraud a court-ordered drug screening. She used pee that she collected from her auntie's dog. Well, what could go wrong?
Oh, wow.
Everything.
Really?
Yeah, you can't do that. It sounds like she was caught with the pee before submitting it. And then she was like, yeah, I got it from my auntie's dog. She then provided a valid sample, which I'm assuming was not clean, because why else would you have dog pee? She was charged with urine testing, fraudulent practices, and just so everybody knows, even if the probation officer didn't see the dog pee, the drug test, the first thing they do is like, is this human pee or non-human pee? So you're going to get caught.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. You can get the fake pee from the head shops.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But if it's a PO, I thought usually they watch you pee.
Right.
Weird kink, but I ain't here.
How did she, and I'm just asking for a friend, how did she get the dog to pee in a cup? I mean, that's pretty good.
Well,
you should take that to the circus.
Yeah. When Chewy pees, I could probably hold a cup and collect it. Sometimes you have to take a urine sample for your vet.
Okay. I've never done that before. Interesting. Yeah. Oh. Well, I like to give her a bone. I don't know what else to say.
Good for you.
Like to give the dog a bone.
Jesus.
What the? Does dog pee smell different? I'm trying to think. Now I'm trying to remember.
Well, it's not like
I haven't had a dog in a while.
The technicians are in there sniffing all the cups.
Well, take a sip of this, eh?
I think this might be non-human pee.
That is, I
can tell from the oaky tones that this is dog pee. So gross, dude.
Well, she gave it her best shot. I mean,
yeah,
it's rock bottom, but she gave it her best shot, I guess. God, that is just.
She probably thought she was a genius.
Incredibly sad, actually. And collecting dog urine. That's what your life has come.
How about you just lay off the drugs for a bit?
Yeah, the easy way out seems to be the easy way out.
Take a little break, man.
People, relax.
What a complete waste
We are killing it online. Have you guys checked the comments?
of cyberspace.
Smoke That Skin Wagon says, you guys are killing
The
it.
JJO Morning Show Podcast.
We're internet sensations.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
It's time for the JJO Morning Show 640 Sex Fix. Talk dirty to me. Please.
Sex Fix brought to you by Beach House Lashes. Go to beachhouselashes.com. Schedule your appointment. Get yourself some brows. Get yourself a tint and a lift on them lashes. You're so pretty.
Ashley.
Hi.
My sweet, sweet Ashley. How are you and what's going on?
I'm pretty good, but so I have a thing. My current boyfriend, we've been together 4 years, and he has his ex-wife's name tattooed on his wrist.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet-ish. Or not.
Off with his hands.
Chop his hand off in the middle of the night.
I'm going to tell him that.
I'm a solutions
Wait, does
lady.
anything we say on the radio can be used in a court of law?
No.
Oh, okay, good. We're fine. Keep going. Chop that hand off. All right, thanks for calling. Bye. Later. All right, go ahead. All right, so it says, what's it say? What's the name?
Christy.
Ooh. Ooh. I hope it's not.
It's not even. It's not block letters.
Oh.
It's in cursive.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he got it tattooed. They were on a beach vacation when he proposed, and
What the hell?
he got it done, and it's still there.
Okay. Well, how do you know it was at a? Well, he told you it was on a beach, right? So they did it there.
Son of a beach.
Son of-
And it's pretty obvious.
Wait, what's obvious?
The tattoo.
Oh, so like you see it all. It's there. Where? It's on the what? Where?
On the wrist.
On the top of the wrist?
Yeah. Like you can't cover that with a shirt.
Oh, nice. So it's part of a sleeve. I assume he's got a bunch of tats. Is that right?
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
a few, but this is the bottom top or whatever you want to say
Yes.
about
Yeah.
the sleeve.
The piece de resistance, as
Yeah.
as we say.
Well, does he have one tattoo artist he goes to, or does he not care? Because I would get a gift certificate for a tattoo shop and be like, we're going to get that covered up with whatever you want, but it needs to go away.
Yeah, it's not like there's a pain thing for him. I mean, sounds like he's got a million tattoos, but it's not like he's afraid to get it covered.
The wrist sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You told
yeah.
me that. Yeah.
It does, but he does know it bothers me. But again, it's been 4 years. We've been dating for a long time.
Years.
Yeah.
Christy.
He needs to get it covered up. Why the hell isn't he getting it covered up?
4 years in cursive. Something's going on.
Yeah.
He's still in love, dude.
That's my question.
I doubt it.
How does he treat you? You can't base it on, and you can't use it against him. You have to base it on, like, how you guys are. You happy? Does he treat you like the queen you are, Ashley?
Yeah, I would not be with him for 5 years if
All
he
right.
did not.
All
and
right.
this is
Yeah.
the one thing that is bothersome.
Well, and you've told him that you're bothered by it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not
Well, so it's time to figure that out, to figure out a solution. Be like, what would you think about getting a cover up
Right.
for that tattoo?
You're using it as like a test of his feelings. Like is he the commitment?
Yeah, I just
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I do not know why he has not just gotten rid of it or made it into something else.
Right. Yeah, I had a matching tattoo with somebody I dated, and I covered it up.
With my name, which I didn't think was
With
weird
a-
at all.
With Johnny's, actually a tattoo of Johnny's penis.
You need a microscope.
How long did it take you to do that?
30 seconds.
The magnifying glass sold separately. Good.
Yeah, no.
So you
because
can ignore it. Where was yours at?
on my wrist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is a thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is a thing. So you can ignore it, you can cover it, or you can have it removed. I mean, that I hear hurts. I've never had that done, but
Well, here's the thing.
Get it zapped.
As someone with tattoos, and I think Johnny feels this way too, I would love to get another tattoo at any given time. If you today were all like, let's go get a tattoo and I'll pay, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go. So I'm assuming he's going to be the same way. So if you get him a gift card to whatever, Ultimate Arts or Affliction Inc.
like
or
that.
whatever, then that's a nice thing. And what if you go get a tattoo as well or a piercing or something? I don't know. It could be a whole thing. And then that way you're getting rid of Christy and the reminder of it all. Because seriously, yeah, when his hand was down my pants, I'd be like, oh my God, his wrist says Christy. And then it's going to shrivel up and dry and whatever. Yeah, I get it. It would irritate me. If my bitch had her dude's name on her, I would be like, no, get rid of it. I'm not, there's no way. It's been a long time.
If my wife and I break up and you and him break up, man, those your ex, your boyfriend and my wife should get together. They'd come in handy.
Well, yeah, that's assuming it's the same spelling. Christy can be spelled a lot of different ways.
How's it spelled?
It's with a CH.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
see, there
So,
you
like,
go.
Yeah.
it's
Not meant to be.
K.
Not meant to be.
Yeah.
In cursive. Oh, that's precious. Super precious. What's the other tattoos?
I was just going to ask.
Does it clash? What's he got? A pirate? He's got the skulls. What's he got going on?
He's got like some foliage of flowers and stuff like that, and one part.
foliage.
And then, yeah. I don't know what else to call it.
No, I know. I love that.
Right. Foliage. Okay. So
It looks good. It looks good.
long walks
Yeah.
in the woods and cursive. I mean, he sounds like like a keeper to me.
It should be easy to blend that tat into whatever.
Yeah.
then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a simple.
Maybe he's,
Sounds simple.
Yeah, he's just
Sounds like
avoiding it because of money or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, when your option is no pain and no money, I suppose that's an easy option to take.
Yeah.
Easy way out.
Has he expressed that he wants to get rid of it?
I mean, he hasn't expressed he doesn't want to.
Okay.
Like it's not like he's in love with this tattoo, but it's just maybe it is. I need to get him a gift certificate. I mean,
I like that idea.
Well, yeah, and hopefully he gets the point that it's for a cover up, and he doesn't go in there and get a brand new tattoo.
get a whole new tattoo.
Hey, dude, I put that $50 towards
I'd be pissed.
Look at this Harley logo. It's unbelievable.
Oh man, would I be pissed?
I always
Eagle on his chest.
I always wanted the band name Foghat right here on my chest. It's unbelievable.
Oh hell no.
Well, look, at least it's not over his chest. I mean, look at it this way. It could be a billion times worse.
Right.
It could be a billion times worse. The wrist is not the end of the world. That's a 15-minute job.
Yeah.
With a lot of small talk. That's a 15-minute job. Mm-hmm. Boom. Bada boom, bada bang. I have a full-blown profile of my wife on my forearm. How about that? Look at that. Talk about commitment.
Yeah.
Talk about stuck. I'm in it to the bitter
Man,
end.
that bitch got a big beard, doesn't she?
Well, no, that's... Dude, that's a Japanese cloud, asshole.
Oh, it's your arm hair.
Ask for forgiveness. I give you forgiveness. Yeah, that's not facial hair. Anyways. So, there's your...
I'm not judging that you're into hairy broads, dude.
There's your thing. That's my arm hair. I do try to keep it shaved down.
Do you?
So you can see it. So what's your what are you going to do then? You're going to get the gift card. I like that. You got a birthday coming up or something?
That's a good idea. And as long as he,
It's pretty sweet.
gets something cool and not another Christy on his, thigh or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're Ashley. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could black it out, although that would stick out too. Yeah, you can shade it. I mean, it's so easy. I mean, you look at cover-ups, dude. They are art pieces in themselves. They blend them.
Talented.
Yeah, they just blend them so well, and they can show it to you before they, fire the gun up.
Yeah, my whole bottom of my arm is a cover up.
Yeah, man.
Took a lot. That was a lot of
Is
hours.
that Star
in the
Wars
chair.
stuff? What's
Star
that?
Wars. Yeah.
Star Wars.
And then that's my tattoo with my bestie. We have matching tattoos.
They want you to never. They suggest you never put the name on your body. That is the going rate of regret, I guess. Putting the name on. That's a tough one, but I don't know. When you know, I guess. I mean, I know tattoos are weird. You have to come up with the idea, have your artist come up with the design, and then go sleep on it for a week. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it involves a human.
People are going to
A
get
name like Christy.
Right.
Like,
Well, that's a spur of the moment drunk beach vacation.
I mean, you can
get
get
that. I get that.
like you can get your mom's name or
Oh, sure,
an
sure,
auntie or
sure.
a sister or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Or your bestie.
I mean, this took Mike and I 6 months to design and come up with. So I had plenty of time to back out of it.
Yeah.
But, then I added.
She had plenty of time to leave you. She just never took the chance.
I'm going to give it 6 months.
She'll be tired of your crap. Guaranteed.
So I think you're on the right track there with the gift certificate. That's pretty sweet.
Okay.
Not the end of the world.
Yeah.
If he loves you and acts like it, I think the tattoo is minimal damage. And by the way, you weren't even there. I mean, but yeah, I mean, there's got to be a. You got to play ball when you got a tattoo like that on your wrist. You're sitting there having dinner, and there it is facing you. He's got his palms on the table, and the tattoo name is facing you.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be some conversation there. I don't disagree with.
Yeah.
That.
I
I would do
Yeah.
that out of the kindness of my heart. I would not put somebody through that.
Mm-hmm. So if I get him the tattoo gift certificate and he still does not remove it,
You know what
that's a
though?
different conversation.
You know what though makes it okay if he can if his story was I dated Christy Brinkley, and then you have to be like, okay, that's a hall pass. I'm going to let that go because she's famous.
Mm-hmm. For sure. That would be the only Christy.
Because it's spelled with a CH. So if he changes his story and tells everybody he actually dated Christy Brinkley, let's roll with that. If he's not willing to lie to people as easily as I do, I would have that covered up. All right, Dan.
Perfect.
All right.
Happy tats.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Tattoos are very dangerous.
I haven't had one in a while.
Proceed with caution. I know. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting crazy.
I want to get those ear bands that Breck's been doing.
Each other's names. You think you and I should?
I don't really want to put dick bag on my body.
Yeah, I didn't want to put snatch face on mine.
Yes, you did.
So I'm getting.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
She just looks like her vagina stinks.
I know it. Knew it. I knew I smelled something
Okay.
foul.
Madonna was doing a show in Toronto. She yelled out the wrong town.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She yelled out Boston.
Let's have it.
Here we go.
Are you ready, Boston? Are you ready, Toronto?
It's kind of funny. Would you like to go to a Madonna show?
I have seen Madonna.
Yeah?
I saw her back in the 80s in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Madonna. She was quite the sight, yes. Half naked. My kind of show.
Yeah. What about now?
But she's an old lady. I mean, look at her. She's old. You can't just take her stuff. She's too old.
How can her head be so smooth and the rest of it be so wrinkly?
It's fine.
I'm confused. Sure. Give me a free ticket. I'll go. I don't care.
I would absolutely.
As long as
go.
there's some booze at the venue, I'm there.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I'm glad she's okay. That was kind of scary there when she was in the ICU.
Yeah, I guess she was legit almost dead.
Yeah. I don't know. She's just Madonna. She's in her own world.
Well, she also
it won't necessarily make sense to us.
She called out Lady Gaga too. She shaded Lady Gaga there a little bit and said there was more to that clip. Did you have the whole clip?
It's not edited though.
So she goes, I wouldn't like it if you yelled out Lady Gaga while I was on stage. This is Madonna. I wouldn't like you yelling out Lady Gaga. It would be the same thing. If you yelled out Lady Gaga, I wouldn't like that. But she goes, I love her, even though she's shorter than me.
Right.
She's an angry woman.
She does seem pissy.
She's pissy. I think she's in that where's my credit phase.
Yeah. Well, which is not a good place to be.
Which LeBron James goes through all the time.
Right.
I'd score more than Michael Jordan. Why am I not the greatest ever? It's like because you keep saying you are. If you keep calling yourself the greatest, nobody wants you to be the greatest.
I think Madonna's having a hard time, which I understand, with getting older.
Did you ever hear Michael Jordan call himself the greatest? Nope, not one time. That's why he's the greatest.
Okay. So I think she's just having a hard time accepting that she's older, not knowing how to embrace her aging self.
That's what it seems like.
Which I mean, we could all aspire to be like Jamie Lee Curtis, who's just like, I'm older. This is what my body. This is what I look like. This is my gray hair.
And the difference with Madonna is you can't even kid about it. She goes insane.
Right.
She doesn't even want it. She doesn't want to hear any of that. You're getting too old to tour thing.
Which tells me that her whole self-worth has been based on being young and hot.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's still selling out.
Oh, for sure. But which she's not struggling with that music part of it.
Right.
She's struggling with.
I think she sees the end game, and I don't think she is enjoying that. That's my take on it.
I think she's still. I mean, some of these pictures, it's like, well, you can't really tell with all the makeup. You know what I mean? She's so heavily contoured
she's
and all that.
Plastic surgery nightmare. I mean, what else can you say?
I mean, she looks beautiful in this picture, but but that's all makeup.
It looks like Khloe Kardashian,
right?
Who doesn't even look like Khloe Kardashian?
I know.
She looks like the new version of Khloe Kardashian.
And it makes me sad because it's like, I don't know. I kind of feel like you should be happy that you're getting older because the alternative is pretty crappy, and a lot of people don't get that chance.
Science is, she's got money and science on her side, so she's going to look like that when she's 100.
Right.
It's going to be weird.
And she's still going to be pissy.
Well, I mean, I don't know her. She comes off as pissy.
Yeah.
That's the...
Hey, I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
She's never going to give us that interview we wanted.
I gave up on quality interviews a long time ago.
Springsteen was there's so many people that said the wrong name of the city.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, if you're out there, we were talking about it off the air, you're out there grinding out a 3-year tour. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
Nobody cares.
No, I don't think so either. And it was kind of funny how she handled it, just saying, oh, snit.
Right. I'll give her some credit for that.
Yeah.
I'll give her some credit.
Totally.
She didn't blame, the city.
I would absolutely go see her because there's no doubt in my mind that she's an amazing entertainer.
I mean, it is Cleveland after all. I mean, where Springsteen screwed it up. Springsteen did it twice, I think. That's why that was, I think he said Pittsburgh twice.
Oh.
And that's kind of a tour legend mistake. I think he did it twice.
That's okay.
I don't think maybe he's the only one that's ever done it twice, unless he did it on purpose. I don't know, but I don't know, dude. Dementia creep tour. I mean, we see bands in the morning that have been touring for a long time, and they're beat to death.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it. And they come in here and they get up and the adrenaline, does what it does. But it takes its toll. Mentally and physically, you can tell.
Yeah, well, like I was telling Johnny, if that was me, I would not even say the town's name. It would not be part of my on-stage
right.
whole thing.
Cut it out.
Because the odds of me saying the wrong town, pretty high. Pretty high.
No, because you're pretty high?
Well, yeah. You're going to be on the road for 2 years or whatever.
Yeah, right. See, I would tell you that if I was in Cleveland, Spinal Tap, classic. They get lost trying to get to the stage. I would say that if Bruce Springsteen said Pittsburgh, I'd pretend I was in Pittsburgh because, God damn it, it's Bruce Springsteen.
Are we in Pittsburgh?
And I'm just going to say, hey, welcome to Pittsburgh. I'm going to shake the guy next to me and say, hey, I love Pittsburgh. And I take it as
hotels in Jersey. Is this a problem?
I take it as Bruce Springsteen gospel.
Yeah.
Paul, do you remember a band ever saying the wrong name on stage, name of the city?
Not that I can recall.
Right.
Yeah, you've seen so many bands.
Yeah.
Well, it was the time of the the 70s.
Time of the $7 concert to $5 concert ticket.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I saw just about what I paid $9 to see the Who and all the original members. That was the first reserved seat.
That's so cool.
Most of the time it was zoo seating.
Amazing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
General admission. I
Right.
mean, just the cattle call.
Yeah.
And then $9 to see the Who. And what are some of the other? It's amazing you remember
I
that.
paid $9.75 out at the Easttown Mall. Sears had what was called Ticketron back then.
Oh yeah.
I bought I think probably 6 or maybe 8 seats to go see Led Zeppelin down in Chicago for $9.75.
Incredible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Who was $9 a seat, and then a lot of them were like $4.50, $6. 2 or 3 bands.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like 450.
Well, right?
Like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, it was pretty amazing.
Well, those bands used to play really long shows. You remember how long the Who show was at that time? A couple hours?
Well, that's the other element. Remembering.
Well, sure. But I mean, if you look
the 70s.
I mean, you look at these bands that play 3 hours a night, the Eagles, Springsteen. I mean, you're looking at Madonna doesn't, but
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters plays a long show. I mean, Metallica plays a
Right,
giant long show.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, God.
I mean, it's funny though. I mean, Freebird, Lynyrd Skynyrd. I was there when it was a brand new song.
I
Yeah.
know. God, that's so.
And then like Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water, the Made in Japan tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that was a brand new song that they were touring with. And we were sitting in the top row with a big jug of Mad Dog and a bunch of Crummy Pot.
Crummy Pot. I'm not familiar with that brand. Crummy Pot.
CrummyPot.com.
Just, whatever. But it was like, it was amazing. I told you the time I was sitting there and, how about a nice Madison welcome for ZZ Top? And we kind of looked up and down the row at each other.
Like, who are these guys?
Who the hell is ZZ Top?
Right.
Yeah.
And then they played.
And then they pull a cow out on stage. It's
Well,
fantastic.
now, I'll tell you, that was a show, you asked me if anybody ever said the wrong city. I remember that was the only time I ever saw a band stop right in the middle of a song. Somebody tried to throw a jug of whiskey up on the stage for them to take a chug off and hit the guitarist right in the head.
Oh, wow.
And the thing came right to a halt.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like, you know what? With those bright lights under ours, you guys can't be throwing stuff up here on the stage. And, of course, pulled the cork out of it. Chug. And then threw it back to the audience. It was pretty nuts.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So you say you had a bottle of Mad Dog?
Yeah.
Or did you just put it in your jacket pocket and walk in, huh? They weren't frisking anybody back in the day.
I mean,
yeah.
dude, I got a 12-pack into the Coliseum once. Had two 6-packs and plastic rings. You fold them flat, 3 down, 3 up. Tighten your belt around it.
Nice.
Your sweatshirt over
Yeah,
it.
nobody.
And then you poke out the pockets in your parka.
Yeah.
And then you put a ring of 6 beers around the inside liner of it, and you walk in like a robot. back then they just
What were those? What were those?
Didn't care.
Well, it's because people weren't so violent and stuff either. They weren't smashing places up and junk. They were all
Yeah. You could handle your. What were those jackets we wore? They were like you were like Ice Station Zebra with the big fur ring around the hood.
Parka.
Oh yeah, I know there was a name for them. Oh, I have to look it up. It's gonna drive me crazy. Oh yeah, God, dude, you could have smuggled 40 beers in that jacket
For 3 people.
for 3 people.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. Oh, what a great story. What a great story.
Oh, just a lot of fun. I mean, like back then when you went to see Black Sabbath, it wasn't Ozzy Osbourne, it was Black Sabbath. And for some reason, that was always the most stoned show. Everybody just sat there,
Too high on the crummy pot.
Yeah, and
So Skinner was, what year would Skinner have been for you?
see, now you're
75. Well, when did the plane go down? So 74, 75? 76?
maybe 76.
I
I
have
don't
to
know.
look, yeah.
But anyways,
So-
it was crazy, So many of the backup bands were the bands we saw years later with lead singers and stuff.
Sure.
When we saw Charlie Daniels, we saw the Marshall Tucker band. That was called Southern Rock, not country.
Yeah.
But those were fun bands to see too. And the Doobie Brothers, they were so loud. I remember that was a concert. It was too loud. It was kind of almost irritating. And my wife, she was at the show. We weren't a thing yet, but it was so loud. She got in her Volkswagen and started driving home, and she thought somebody fixed her muffler because her ears were so blown out she couldn't hear.
Oh, wow.
Hear her engine. It was really unbelievable.
The Doobies.
Way too loud.
Oh, wow.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh my God, what did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Now, New Year's resolutions, obviously. We have the story where last Friday was the most common day for people to give up on their resolutions. And this story just kind of tickled me because a lot of people obviously diet, right? That's their big thing. Okay, so this story was shared online. It was a delivery order. It was just a restaurant in the UK. So when they got to the house for the delivery, there was a note on the door. And it said, not quietly, I'm supposed to be on a diet. They ordered a 9-inch Texas BBQ-style pizza, a double chocolate ice cream waffle with chocolate sauce, and a Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
They did honor the request. They didn't want to betray the customer's trust. That's amazing.
So, what did they want? Did they want them to not knock on the door? What
they wanted them to knock quietly.
Oh, gotcha.
So the other person in the house couldn't hear them and wouldn't know that they were cheating on their diet.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So what do you take the pizza and the chocolate ice cream and your Dr. Pepper and what? You lock yourself in the bathroom?
Say they're going to smell that. You're going to have to light a candle and eat quietly. He's sitting there going, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, you're not doing very well.
Oh, my goodness. I remember your story, which still humors me. You bought Taco Bell, and then you drove around and threw it away.
Yeah.
Because you were mad that you... Were you dieting or something?
Yeah.
So you bought how much? It was a small order, though, right?
Yeah, it was just like a burrito thing.
Right, right. So nice portion control. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then you had a sense of panic.
Yeah.
And then you threw it in the dumpster.
Right. Like as soon as they handed me my food, I was like, what am I doing? But it was too late because I had already paid. And I was like, well.
Hand it to the guy behind me. I'm paying it forward.
Yeah. And then so I drove around with it because I was like, well, you know that thing, you paid for it, you should eat it. But then my diet conscious was like, dude, bro, no, you can't have that. That doesn't fit in your plan. Blah, 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 blah.
Hardcore, dude.
And I threw it away.
How do you not just take a bite and throw it away? Just for old time's sake. Just a little, not I don't know. I mean, it'd be hard to give a burrito to somebody out in the parking lot. I would take it.
Well,
but I mean, like
I'm already weird.
I mean, yeah,
I can't,
right,
you know.
Right.
Then I'm going to be hanging out in the Quick Trip parking lot, or am I in Menards? Where am I at in Crick here? Am I hanging out in the Menards parking lot? Hey, you want a taco? Hey.
It's a guilt taco.
Hey, take my burrito, please.
Yeah. Right.
Nobody's
You would come off as pretty insane going, sitting there, walking up to a stranger trying to go into Menards. Hey, come here. I'm dieting, and I had a moment of weakness, and it's either eat this goddamn burrito or you eat it and save me.
I'll just be like, can I pay you $10 to eat this
The
burrito
calories.
in front of me?
Listen. It'd be funny if you were at Farm Fleet. You go into that little ice shanty they're selling there.
Yeah.
You go, I'll give you $20 if you eat this in the ice shanty in front of me.
And then burp on me.
And then blow blow that sweet sauce smell breath right on me. $20 right now. Dude, I would do it. I would do it.
I know, but you're a unique individual. I suppose though, and then I want you to call me Fleet parking lot. You could probably find.
While you're chewing it, I want you to call me an undisciplined bitch while you're eating.
No.
While you're eating my burrito.
So many kinks happening here. So many.
Then I want you to tweak my nipples. I would still do it for a burrito.
You get home, you're like, I had the weirdest day.
Honey, you're not going to believe this. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. I would keep that. I would keep that one to yourself. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah. Well, oversharing is kind of what I do.
Good Lord, that's a story you call into the radio morning show with. That's a keeper. That is a keeper.
All right, so this study it's making a resurgence. I just wanted it to be on your radar because on the socials, it's been showing up on every platform. It's an old study from 2016 that found supposedly you're more likely to be a psychopath if you enjoy things that are bitter, like black coffee, dark chocolate, gin and tonics, stuff like that. It looked at the food and drink preferences of 1,000 Americans, so again, small, and at personality traits like how narcissistic, aggressive, and sadistic they were, which it depends on the day, okay?
True.
It found people who like bitter stuff are more likely to have the types of antisocial qualities that psychopaths have. They were more likely to take pleasure in seeing other people suffer.
So it'd be like having your coffee black.
Yeah.
And bitter, sure. Anything bitter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Interesting.
But don't worry about it too much. This is just, like I said, it's a very small study. It's one study. And experts think 1 in 22 people are technically psychopaths. So there's a decent chance.
Now, how many?
1 in 22.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what if you like
someone in the building is?
What is if you like glazed pastries?
That's not on the list here.
Okay, I'm normal. What if I eat Tide Pods?
No.
Is there a pattern here? My God.
I thoroughly enjoy black coffee.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind black coffee. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
It's a nice change of pace, actually.
And I really like dark chocolate too. I like every kind of chocolate though. White chocolate is so sweet and rich that it's like it forces me to have portion control because I can't really have more than one little piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Gin and tonics. I don't really drink gin and tonics. I'm trying to think of other bitter foods.
It
says broccoli.
Well, you could have some Mallarts. Isn't that better?
Oh, God. Who likes Mallarts?
Well, you could have like that's not bitter, though. I was trying to think of a beer.
Cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. I like all that. Coriander, dandelion tea.
Yeah.
Kale. Well, I don't qualify broccoli as bitter. Oh, no.
Broccoli is bitter?
That's what it has on this list.
Oh.
What fruits are bitter? Lemons, oranges, and grapefruits are usually sweet or sour, but the outer skin and white skin are quite bitter. The bitter taste is due to flavonoids, substances that help protect the fruit from insect damage. Well, who's eating the rind of a grapefruit?
If you want to do the ultimate bitter experience, and it's pure bitter, go to Washington Island up off Door County to Nelson's Bar. I had my little card.
Yeah.
And you do
get
your
the shot of bitters.
You do your bitter shot, the Arma, or whatever the Arma Gusta thing or whatever that bitter shot is. And then you get a card saying you did it because they used to sell that as medicine.
Yeah.
But it was literally the first bar to sell alcohol.
That's so cool.
Right? Isn't that how they got away with it?
Oh, yes.
It's so bitter.
Yeah.
Man, it kind of ruined me for the afternoon after I drank it. It was too much. But I think I had a hangover anyways. It didn't help it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.